Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2019 Christmas Parade at Metcalfe County. We're coming at you live from the upper offices of Barry Gilley Law Offices. I am Dina Hurt.
I'm Alex Pennington, and we also have behind the scenes Brody Hurt, Ben Welsh, Cabot Bowling, and Miss Anita Love.
The Hornet News Network is proud to bring you this live broadcast. We're going to be coming live with the parade about 1 o'clock. I believe they'll be kicking off from the Edmonton schools, the elementary school, and as they come around the square, we will go live with all of the participants. So stay tuned, and we will talk to you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is heading past Pepe's Mexican Restaurant. We should be coming to you live from the square at any moment. Stay tuned. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are live at the Edmonton Square with the 2019 Christmas Parade. Our police and sheriff are turning the corner at Wallworks to bring you the parade. We'd like to thank our police for directing traffic on the square today and throughout town. As the parade makes its way around, we will be introducing each of our participants, but we're going to let the Metcalfe County High School Band, under the direction of Tyler Fenwick, bring you some Christmas music to introduce the parade.
We'll be announcing as they come around the square. We office, and so we are going to announce as they come around the square. They're currently going in front of Edmonton State Bank, so it'll be just a minute before we can tell you the order of go. Again, this is Alex Pennington,
And I am Dina Hurt.
and we're here with Ben Welsh, Cabot Bowling, and Brody Hurt. They are part of the Hornet News Network under the direction of Miss Anita Love, and they do a fantastic job of broadcasting our games live. They cover a lot of events for us, and it is all student-led, which is amazing to get students involved in something like this in high school.
We'd like to thank all of the participants in today's parade. We have different divisions of participants in the parade today.
And sorry if we get things a little bit mixed up because we don't really have an order. We're kind of winging it, so just be patient with us.
We're going to try to get you the winners of each category, but the categories for the floats were business and industry, school, civics, church, family and friends, and then the vehicles could be types. They could have mules and gators, or then there were miscellaneous types of entries as well. So if we get those entries winners, we will bring those to you on this broadcast. But if not, then we just wanted to let you know the categories that were present. Right now, the beginning of the parade is making its way around by Butler Funeral Home and Tri-County Electric along with City Hall. So we will be bringing you each of those entries very soon. You can probably hear most of them making their way around by Wallworks as they honk and throw candy to each of the kids. But it's a nice 47 degrees out today, so not too cold, not too warm, no rain. The weather is perfect, and everyone seems to be enjoying the parade in Edmonton today.
Looks like we have a pretty good crowd on the square here. We're about to get our first cars through. Again, that's led by the police. And you probably hear all the sirens. We've got fire trucks going on one side and the police cars going on the other. And we'd like to thank our police department. I think that's David Robertson down there that's stopping traffic for us and working hard. And you're about to see the first car, which is the Edmonton police car. And then followed by the Metcalfe County Sheriff truck with newly elected Sheriff Lonnie Hodges. I believe he might be walking somewhere. I think he's catching up.
Yes, Lonnie Hodges is handing out candy, and he is followed by the Sea Cadets. These are mostly middle school and high school students under the direction of Mark Thomas, and these are students that are training in military ROTC type practices. Followed by again our Metcalfe County High School Hornet Band under direction of Tyler Fenwick. Assistant Miss Riggins will let you again listen to their Christmas music as they march by.
They look pretty festive.
Wonderful band.
They do a great job at ball games and events, and I believe they've had a lot of success this year, and placed the highest in school history, I believe, in competition. So that's fantastic. Good job, band.
And then their Hornet Band trailer. And again, just like most of our activities at the high school, we couldn't do it without the support group, the parents, and the people surrounding them that helped them along the way, transporting that equipment and helping along the way. Following the band, we have Red Lick Ranch.
They were the 2018 Kentucky Tree Farm of the Year. They want to wish Metcalfe a Merry Christmas. Achilles is their 4-year-old Great Pyrenees that is very popular with the kids, and they might mistake him for a polar bear.
Behind them, we have the City of Edmonton and Mayor Doug Smith.
And Mr. Harold Stilts, who's our Metcalfe County Judge Executive, is behind him, throwing out some candy.
Behind our Judge Executive, we have the Metcalfe County Road Supervisor.
And there's a dump truck behind them from the road department.
With a sleeping little one in the front. How cute.
Cash Transportation is behind them. And we've got some semis coming up through here. I'm not sure what the sign says. Graham Transport.
We have several semis in the parade today. Looks like this one has Miss Alexis Arrington in it, throwing out some candy. So this is probably her father. If we can identify who they are, we will definitely bring that to you. But we're glad to have all of our participants in the parade today. Graham Transportation.
And they have their trucks with tinsel on them.
The white truck here has Miss Kelsey Shive, I recognize, throwing out candy.
I think we've got about 4 of these semis. That's awesome.
I know some of the semis today are from Cash Transportation. We'll see him shortly, I believe.
And we have the Summer Shade Volunteer Fire Department truck coming up through here now. Lights and horns.
And they have a Dalmatian with them. Perfect.
How cool.
I'd like to thank our volunteer firefighters
See
and everyone that helps keep us.
Molly Rigsby and
safe.
Peyton Dubry handing out some candy there with maybe the Summer Shade Volunteer Fire Department.
And a float for the younger kids. Behind them is the Summer Shade Fire and Rescue.
These volunteer firefighters do so much for our communities, and we couldn't be safe without them. And another vehicle from the Summer Shade Fire and Rescue.
Behind them is the 991 Haas float. 991 Haas works in close collaboration with our school systems. They are transporting our Grand Marshal Otis. I believe they are our Grand Marshal of the parade today, Otis, the band, with members from Edmonton area. bringing you great music. We have a lot of musical talent in the area. Behind them is the Mid-Kentucky Antique Car Club. So we'll be seeing some great antique cars.
And I believe they might have won an award. Maybe I saw that on there.
Wonderful. Lots of entries with nice antique cars, beautiful cars.
I have a paper here that we have Bill and Doris Gentry with a 76 Chevy truck, Joe South with a 37 Chevy sedan, and Ricky and Sherry Bryant with a 48 Chevy coupe.
We also, behind them, we're going to have Mrs. Kentucky, Metcalfe County's own Kyla Curry Beeger. Great to have her in our parade today. Next, we have our Lady Hornet basketball team with little Miss Lakin in the front, baby Coffee, and then the Lady Hornet basketball players on the float.
They are now 2-0 in district play. And there is Micah Woodpence and her husband Wayne and son Chandler. Micah Woodpence is the family court judge of Barron and Metcalfe.
Behind Miss Micah Woodpence, we have the H&R Block and Ma's Deli truck. I see Caden Emberton and some familiar faces on that one.
They have some great food. We have our float that's the second in the Family and Friends division with Hometown Christmas, a couple of horses pulling a carriage. And
I like the windbreaker lawnmower we have here. This is probably part of the next entry. Some tractors coming to you, H.J. Hawkins and group.
Lane Judd as well. Behind him. Merry Christmas from the Judd Farms. H.J. Hawkins on the John Deere and Lane on the International tractor there.
It's brought to you by Wright Implement. This is the first place civic float. This is a Girl Scout Troop 205 from Metcalfe County.
The girls provided things that they were thankful for, and Christ being the top. They are just thankful for being such a big part of the community and proud to be able to have the opportunity to give. And here's the Metcalfe County Constable car. And the words, a Griswold family Christmas. I believe the words are in this just about every year, aren't they?
Yeah, the Gunner Word family following with the constable car there. And behind them is Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance with
Tarina Horton. We've got a little bit of a lull in the parade here. Just bear with us for a second. But we still have cars coming around the square. Still have a line of cars.
Plenty of entries to bring to you today. See our next one coming up. It's going to be SCRTC.
A lot of lights on there.
A lit up truck and wreath on the front. Pretty neat entry.
Also a business that does a lot for our community, getting on top of our cable and internet, and some employees, I think, behind them walking. I see Carla Crane, who's a Metcalfe County native there.
Behind SCRTC, we have the boys basketball team. Last year the girls had an entry, so I'm glad to see that the boys got out today.
The boys are successful with a 3-1, I think, right?
I think
2-2.
2-2. They fell, but every game they were playing is very close, and they are lost twice to district opponents less than 5 points. I think it was 3 points and 4 points maybe. Heartbreaking losses, but they are playing so well. They're going to have a great year. Love their banner and their participation today. Merry Christmas from Roadside Barbecue behind them.
Roadside Barbecue is in the old North Metcalfe, I believe, and has some great food.
Cash Express is following up Roadside Barbecue. Behind Cash Express, we will bring you Carol Cheney, Metcalfe County Clerk, spreading some candy to the young ones on the square.
And behind that, we have the Metcalfe County Public Library Bookmobile.
This looks like the new bookmobile that they have out. This is
awesome.
An exciting, nice bookmobile bringing books out across the county. What a great service they provide. I love reading. And then we have the North Metcalfe Fire and Rescue.
It looks like Kinsey Edwards Miles and Connor Miles. And I'm sure maybe Terry Edwards is in there somewhere.
There's another one, so I'm sure there's plenty of...
As a North Metcalfe girl, it's close to home for me.
And they have their North Metcalfe Fire and Rescue and water truck behind them.
And behind that, we have the 105.3, The Point, with the Bob and Tom Show.
And the Shady Grove Missionary Baptist Church participating also today.
It's a really cool looking float.
The Missionary Baptist Church from Shady Grove, Pastor Brother Ashley Shuffett. We are here in hopes of helping spread the gospel of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
And the Glasgow Shrine Club. I think the Glasgow Shrine Club has been involved since 1969, I think is what I saw. Yes, 1969. And a truck from the Gibsons. It says Merry Christmas from the Gibsons.
With a United States Marine Corps flag as well, supporting our military people. Thank you to all of our servicemen and women out there that bring us the life we have today. Thank you.
They're still coming around the square too, so we have a lot to go. Merry Christmas from all the satisfied customers of Shocker? Yes. Shocker Diesel Performance.
All right. Shocker Diesel
And we have the
Performance.
first place Family and Friend Float coming up right now.
The theme
That's a
of
lot
our
of work.
parade this year is our blessings. And we have many blessings here in Metcalfe County. And this float shows many of them, from the little children around the Christmas tree to our nativity scene in the back.
That's from the Shive family there. First place Family and Friends Float, Shive family.
This sure is a nice parade today, Alex.
Yeah.
Next up, I see we have Merry Christmas from the Edmonton Adult Daycare.
It is the longest established adult daycare in the county, located at 104 Hill Street. They proudly assist approximately 100 clients in the Tri-Counties. They have a lot of happy clients and loving staff. And if you've ever been around their clients, they are happy.
Thank you to the Shuffets and Edmonton Adult Day Health Care. Feliz Navidad. The next car.
That's the daycare van right there, I believe. And I believe that car is from the daycare as well.
Some more residents. Next we have Fairy Tale Fun from Barn Lot Theater.
The Barn Lot Theater has brought stories to the community for the past 40 years. Awesome. If you've ever attended a play there, you know how good it can be.
It's a great way to get away and experience a nice play. First place school float coming up from MCES Beta. This is the elementary school Beta, a service learning organization where they do service for the community and those around us.
They were inspired in their design by reflecting on all the blessings they had been able to help with and to give to others. This includes their latest project of a toy drive.
Our next float is from the Metcalfe County Board of Education, Metcalfe County Schools.
And there is Drew Howard riding shotgun.
All right, this is great. Our Metcalfe County Schools, this is where we learn to count our blessings. And in the middle of the cart, or the float, you can see that each of our children are our blessings. How very sweet. We have an abacus and blocks. And
there's our superintendent, Benny Lyle, and Josh Hurt, and Jamie Howard, and Ethel, the board dog.
Many of our children from Metcalfe County Schools waving.
Dr. Lyle is retiring in June, and the children are all wearing blessing shirts.
Next up, we have the Ledgerwood Custom Hauling.
It is a locally owned business out of Summershade that is owned by James and Megan Ledgerwood and family. They look forward to serving you and want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
And then none other than
there's Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear with the Children's Smiles Are a Christmas Blessing.
They got second place in the business category.
I think that may be, not sure exactly which business it is. Pappy's. I think it is Pappy's. Very good. Thank you, guys.
Here comes the Metcalfe County 4-H Club. I see Macy Jolly and Leslie London and Maria Park and a lot of other faces that I know.
Stevie Compton. Again, it takes a lot of parents to help keep these organizations going.
And they 4-H provides so much knowledge for kids. Here's our first place business float coming up, and I believe that is Jeans Freeze on the roller skates.
Definitely Jeans Freeze. They always have those skates out, ready to go.
They have been serving our county for 60 years, and their theme is a Grinchmas blessing.
Edmonton's Masonic Lodge, number 931, and Masonic Founding Fathers are listed there. Thank you for a wonderful float.
Masons strive to always help our community and spread charity to everyone they meet.
And then we have Wright Implements, spreading some candy and Christmas cheer.
That will be Ken Brandstetter and family, representing Wright Implement. And I believe this might be the Kenny Scott family. Kenny Scott is a magistrate in Metcalfe County, District 1, and that's Kenny and Sheila Scott and their family. Kenny's a really nice guy if you've never met him.
Super nice family. Willing to do anything for you. Next we have Brown's Overhead Door. After the Scott family.
Throwing out some candy there.
I love to see these side-by-side utility vehicles dressed up for Christmas. This is great.
Merry Christmas from Dwight, Tom, Tiffany, Star, and Anthony, maybe?
And then we have the Wall Works golf cart.
And Bryant's Golf Cart Service and Repair. And then we've got another utility vehicle coming up with a sign on the back. And not sure who that is. This is Merry Christmas from Goods Garage, I believe. What a pretty old truck. another old truck.
I believe that garage is keeping up the classic vehicles. Looking nice. Good's Garage. I see Mahaley in there waving at us. Hello, Mahaley Good. Then we have a nice little two-seater car. No, we got a back seat there.
And the Edmonton Metcalfe Fire Rescue Squad. I think they might be bringing up the rear here. Again, thank you to all our volunteer fire personnel that do a really good job for this community.
I think I see Jackson Romines.
And Caden Scott.
And Caden Scott. Some familiar faces. Brianna Saltzman, also another student at the high school.
And Logan Jesse riding shotgun.
And Greenlee Ballard. Yep. Like to see our students involved in such things, help them give back to the community.
It's Metcalfe County Fire Rescue there. I think that's maybe Colby Romines in there.
And the man we've all been waiting for, the
man
one
himself.
and only, Mr. Santa Claus.
Santa's strapped up on the ladder there and throwing out candy. And we've got some horse riders in the back. I believe that might be, I'm not sure I recognize them. And that is the end of our parade, folks.
We'd like to thank, again, Hornet News Network, Miss Anita Love, all of our viewing audience for watching live today.
And our guys that have helped us broadcast this, Ben Welsh and Brody Hurt and Cabot Bowling have done a great job and helped us out.
We could not have done it without them. We'd like to thank the Edmonton Metcalfe Chamber of Commerce for putting together such a fine parade, handling all the entries, awarding prizes, doing the judging, and doing so much for our small community. I love living in a small community like this, Alex, because we couldn't enjoy such fine things such as this parade. Our weather held off. It's been nice, somewhat warm, somewhat dry. We have been able to enjoy these wonderful children running around the square today while we were waiting on the parade to begin. And, you know, it's just, you don't get these things everywhere that you live.
For a really small community, we had a ton of entries in this parade this year, and which is great. Everybody comes out. I was standing at the gas station at 5 Star before I came to the parade, and met a guy in there that said that he's lived here for 32 years and has never missed a parade. So people really show up to these things, and it's just a really good testament to the community that we live in and we work in, and I love it here.
I do too. I'm so proud and happy to be part of this community, and couldn't be happier to be part of all these ball games, the wonderful things that Hornet News Networks provides. And we thank you. Merry Christmas. Many blessings to everyone out there.
Thank you, guys.